Hello, my name is Miss Student, and I am doing an environment check with a built-in camera. So this is a camera that's on a laptop or a camera that is built in into an older computer. All right. So first I have my blank paper showing both sides. There's nothing up there, just one sheet only. Then I have a formula sheet if you really need to print one out. It has to be blank as well, so show all pages, each page. If you want a actual calculator, there is one built in into the exam. But if you want to have actual calculator, open it, show both sides. There's nothing in it, and then you want to place the back on it so that the calculator is ready to be used. Any pencils or utensils that you have, pen or pencils with erasers, go ahead and show all that. Anything that's on your desktop. I normally have my glasses with me. ID is already on the table because you showed that earlier. If you need any thing for medical reasons, any water, go ahead and have that shown in your environment check. And then we're going to show our desk. So if you have a laptop, you're going to actually pick your laptop up and you're going to show your environment not being in your environment. So I don't need to see you and the environment, okay? Um, if you don't have a laptop and just have a built-in camera, you're going to use a mirror. And so we're going to use a mirror to show our environment, okay? And if you have a laptop and you want to use a mirror, you can do this as well. So I have pulled back my chair. Notice I'm still in the camera. I'm not going to go off camera. I have to stay in the camera to do this. So have your mirror handy and within hand's reach. So I am going to show my desk. Here is my ID, paper pencil, showing everything I just showed, nothing new there. I have another computer in my environment, so I need to show that there's nothing underneath the keyboard or whatever I have here, whether I have a little Mac or something. I have another monitor in my environment. I'm going to turn it on to show that it is disconnected. I'm going to turn it back off. All right. Then I'm going to show my desk left to right. Slowly. If I have this long mirror, I'm going to show it. Actually, I'm going to turn this sideways. It's a whole lot better. Sideways, I can show the whole desk at one time. If I have a printer, I want to make sure there's no books or anything. I see everything all at once. I can see my um, floor, and then I can also pan to the left. I can see my chair. Show my left wall up and down. Show that up and down. I'll show to the right, making sure I show to the edge. Try to show that chair or something in the corner, left and right, showing everything that's in. See that wall, that thing, that gray part behind me is also in my mirror. So I'm showing it up and down, showing the floor. So I'm showing everything, showing that I have nothing behind me. Up and down. Everything. All right? So you have to show everything. If you can't show everything, make your angles so you can show everything. All right? So you're going to take this mirror, put it back within arm's reach. You are not going to leave your space again. You're going to come and watch your video. So that's a little bit longer because first I'm showing you what to do, so you're going to speed it up because you only have a minute and a half, right? So watch your video, make sure everything's good. Now, you are not going to just start your exam this way. You're going to position yourself so that the mirror is going to show you taking your exam. All right, so here's what we're going to do. After you watch your environment check to make sure everything's good, right? Nothing is there. I have a lot going on in my environment. I have my papers. I'm right-handed. You want to shift, or if you're left-handed, you can shift it wherever you need to shift it. You might want to shift it opposite of your hand. It might be a little bit easier. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, you may want to shift it, or if your mirror is that way, however you want to shift it. It's going to be easier for you to do this with a laptop. If you have a built-in, you still can do this, okay? So notice I am shifting my laptop, and I want to have it so that I can still see myself, but I'm really focused on trying to make sure I can see myself writing. And I'm going to use my ID as my boundary to see where I am able to write and not write. All right, so this is perfect. I can actually see myself writing, and I can see my screen. Now, for those of us who cannot see that far, I got you. All right, so let's say you can't see that far. You can't. I'm going to come a little bit closer, and I'm going to use this mirror to show my hands. Use this mirror to show my hands, and you're going to have to get creative. I'm looking for your hands. So they need to be in view. So you need a little bit closer. I don't need any spots that I cannot see. That's the whole thing. I should be able to see everything in your environment. All right. So if you have to shift, if you have to move, everything should be seen at all times. So you have to practice this before you actually do your complete your exam. All right. So your calculator and your paper and your formula sheet should be in view at all times. So the mirror, I have my hands, I have my calculator, I'm able to write. So I can see myself writing. And I actually have an extra mirror here if needed. If needed, so like I have this watch kind of here to show, hey, there's, no, you're not going to have a watch. I'm just saying that there's some blind spots. So to alleviate some blind spots, you may need a second mirror. All right. So I don't want any blind spots. I don't want any at any time that I need all my hands seen. Okay. Let's say you don't have two mirrors. You maybe only have that one small one. Or if this is built in and you can't quite move your monitor, or you just have some issues, all you have is a small one, so you may only have that small one to work with. You still have to do your environment check. What's going to happen is your perimeter to work in is going to be extra small, unfortunately. Meaning, either you can bring out you can bring yourself out, you can see more, or if you need to be closer to your computer, you're going to have to bring in this mirror, and your area to work with is going to be really extra small. So your hands have to be in this area at all times, because I need to see you typing. So I can see you typing in the mirror, and then I can see you working. So you should not be outside of whatever your ID perimeter is. I should not, not see your hands. All right, so I need to see your hands at all times, either typing, making sure, try to see your whole keyboard so nothing's up there, and I need to see you writing. All right. So if there's a blind spot down here, you cannot write down here. You have to be writing. If you need to write, you need to shift your paper. Okay, so don't write down here, because if you have blank paper, your hands need to be seen at all times. Okay,